Alright. Should be back on. And the system up and running just fine. Okay. Hello and welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. Let's see. Before I do anything else, I guess I'll talk to the companions in the camp, see if there's anything I can pick up on. I can take a move. I can. Let's see. So I can use Dazzling Display now. But what's the DC of it? Was it really supposed to just be 20? Move. Standard. And Swift. Alright. Aside from that, I can summon a Will-O-Wisp. Why not? Go Dragon Breath. Alright. All that aside, let's see. Perception, listening, probably fail. Yep, fail. No, I succeeded. I'm using Arushale's perception. One old Khalid told this my brothers and me on his deathbed, and then he died, and no one knows but us. I know this is their sacred forest. They prayed in the meadow of the spirits. Shamanic relics, you say? A big treasure? It sounds like a lie. Everything was collected, carried away, and buried in that cave. The scouts say a bear lives in those forests, a terrible one, and there must be magic guards in the cave. That's why we suggest you come with us. We'll split the treasure equally. Okay, Ninia. Well, got anything for me? My experiment is awaiting its bottle. Why would you need alcohol? I've already told you. It's for an experiment. Hurry up and bring it to me. What kind of experiment? This will be an experiment of a personal nature. Ninio seemed sheepish. But no less exciting for that, mark my words. Why don't you go and buy a bottle yourself? I am busy with an extremely important task, mentally preparing myself for the experiment. Besides, a task like this is a perfect fit for my loyal follower. I brought a bottle of alcohol for you. Okay. Nenia snatches the bottle out of your hands and stares at it with all the covetousness of a seasoned alcoholic. Here it is, my path to learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. She produces a corkscrew from her sleeve and looks at it in bafflement, then at the bottle, then at the corkscrew again, after which she hands the bottle back to you. Open it. This experiment definitely won't work if we don't open it. Do you always carry a corkscrew up your sleeve? Don't be preposterous. But I am always meticulous when it comes to preparing for my experiments. I plan for every eventuality. Nenia sighs. Alright, I admit it. That's not true, but I have truly prepared for this particular experiment. What is this experiment going to be about? I'm taking a huge risk with this experiment. I'm putting my reputation, my good name, and even my future on the line. With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street, and I will try to understand the mentality of someone wholly devoid of intelligence. You surely know, maybe even from personal experience, that alcohol dampens mental activity and is a catalyst for stupidity. With a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. And yet you willingly ate ghoul flesh and contracted disease. You think you're not an idiot. Okay. Didn't you do this before? No. No, I did not. You're talking as if you've never tried alcohol before. I haven't. I never saw the point of it. Okay. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy? Not at all. I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in this experiment will include standing here and providing me with a visible reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. Uncork the bottle. Fine, let's get started. Well, let's begin. With the steely resolve of a warrior going to his last battle, Nenia takes a big gulp straight from the bottle. Ah, what? That's disgusting. After she overcomes the urge to vomit, she looks at you with teary eyes. How do you all drink this? I am doing this for the sake of science. Another gulp. That should be enough. Now, am I stupid yet? Quick, ask me about something smart. Let's see. Saren Overland Rock. Understand. How many heroic acts did Iomedae perform? I guess I'll do the Knowledge Arcana one. How many arcane schools are there? 8, of course. Transmutation, abjuration, enchantment, illusion, and so on. By the way, did you know that there is one more so-called universal or common pseudo-school? And the disputes about the status of this school are capable of turning a quiet old university professor into a growling, spitting barbarian? It would appear I am not drunk enough yet. Nenio takes another swig from the bottle. Right. It seems to be working. Now I need to come up with an idea right now. I usually have a ton of ideas. Let's see now. Descari and Baphomet. Their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite their forces on the physical level. Baphomet needs to mount Descari and ride him into battle, 2 in 1. Yes, the experiment was successful. I am definitely drunk. She takes another gulp from the bottle to further confirm her condition. So how does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life? From a scientific point of view. Terrific. Here, I have definitely become more stupid. More than that, I am as dumb as a box of rocks, and right now I don't give a rat's ass about science. Wait, I think I've got it. That's how men on the street see science. They don't give a rat's ass about it. Who cares how many arcane schools were recognized by some Absalom professors? Arcane schools are over there, Nino says with a vague wave of her hand, whereas the bottle is right here where it belongs. I hope you're satisfied now. Incredible. My intellect never stood a chance in its battle with alcohol. And what is most striking, this fact doesn't bother me at all. It feels like all the thoughts in my head just went poof and disappeared. My my thirst for knowledge, my desire to prove myself, they're all gone. My mind is so calm, it's actually a little frightening. I simply must describe this condition for my encyclopedia, but I'll get to that later. I just don't feel like it right now. You're not going to drink like a fish from now on, are you? What? Of course not. How could you think that about me? Me, the greatest scientist of modern times. Nenio licks her lips with intense concentration. Fine, maybe. A little bit. Sometimes. No more than once a year. And only if no one sees me. I've got a reputation to maintain. Congratulations, I guess. Now what? Immense galactic power. And you reduce it to this? Well, I mean, she's an illusionist. Come on. Alright. That's it for now. The experiment was a success. Just a moment. Nenio stares at you with glazed eyes, shakes her head, then and exhales loudly. When she meets your gaze again, her eyes are crystal clear. Alright, I'm fine now. What was that? What was what? A moment ago you were drunk as a skunk, and now all of a sudden you're stone cold sober. Is that so? Nenio looks at the bottle in her hand thoughtfully, licks her lips and nods. It seems that is indeed what happened. Clearly I decided to forget the incident entirely, because I no longer need this information. What I need now is to write an article for the encyclopedia about the influence that alcohol has on an individual's mind. So you can simply forget you were drunk and sober up, just like that? I have simply blocked the deleterious effects of alcohol from my mind. To put it in basic terms, I just forgot I'd consumed alcohol. The mechanism is similar to the one that I use to get rid of irrelevant memories. It's not overly complicated if you know how to do it. Your abilities are just amazing. What? What were we talking about? Ew. Alright, happy I could help. Is it like Alzheimer's? On behalf of future generations, I formally thank you for your assistance in this momentous experiment. I've got one more task for you. It's time for the experiment. I hope these words inspire as much enthusiasm in you as they do in me. Okay, what's this experiment about? You see, I have decided, though dared would be a better term, to address an issue, which up to now I have preferred to avoid due to my total ignorance in this sphere. Nina lowers her head in embarrassment. I realize it's hard to believe that I, a person of, let's skip the false modesty, superior intellect, could not know something so simple. But it's never too late to fill in gaps in one's knowledge, right? I'm talking about friendship. To be honest, at first I planned to assign the writing of this article for the encyclopedia to a co-author of some kind. But then I met you, my loyal follower, and suddenly I thought I could write it myself. Nenio seems to have reached the limit of her courage, and she looks away. So you've never had any friends? I see no sense in them. Hold on, so you're trying to say that you consider me your friend? You misunderstand me. I don't need friends. I have no desire to spend my time on them when I could spend it on new experiments and discoveries. Ninio explains this to you as though she is speaking to a 5-year-old. I just want to learn what it is like to have friends, for the encyclopedia, nothing more. I realize that you would like to consider me your friend. Who wouldn't? I'm a scientific luminary, after all. So I do apologize for disappointing you. People like this character. I just want to say that after reading that statement. People like this character. People like Ninio. She says something like that, and people like her. Okay. Or maybe they didn't get to this part of the game. Okay. Well, if it needs to be done, we'll do it. Let's get started. I'm glad you've agreed. Many would have considered my request too personal and refused. It's good that you're above such squeamish sentiment. Here, I've made a list. I based it on my observations of individuals around me and on my personal knowledge of the topic, which, I have to admit, is far from comprehensive. She hands you a crumpled piece of paper. Study it well. We'll start as soon as you're ready. Received How to Be a Friend, a checklist. Okay, friends. Smile at each other, gossip about their other friends, drink alcohol together, no longer required, sometimes argue, sometimes copulate. Uh-huh. Furries like Nenia, she is the worst example of Kitsune. She is not worth recruiting. I'd rather be a dumb fighter. Yeah. Okay, do we have to follow this list? Nenia looks at you with disapproval. You're trying to say that I made it for nothing? I've developed a perfect methodology that involves all the mechanisms of friendship between two individuals. But by all means, sure, let's just abandon the list. Yeah, we're probably not going to do the last one. Alright, read the list. Point number 1. Friends smile at each other. You raise your eyes to Ninio, who has already fixed a malevolent grin on her face. The kind that would make you soil yourself if you saw it in the dark of night. Friends sometimes copulate, yes, if only that were true. No comment. Respond with a brief smile? Keeping the unnatural grin on her face, Ninio hisses through her clenched teeth. You call that a smile? Come on, try again. Okay. Give her a wide smile. Your eyes bore in Ninio's, and she stares right back as you both grin as widely as possible. A minute passes in tense silence. She massages her cheeks with her hands. I never imagined being a friend was such an exhausting business. So what's next on the list? Read the list. Point number 2. Friends gossip about their other friends. Oh, I've made some preparations for that. She produces several pieces of paper from her sleeves. Come on, let's get to it. Who are we going to gossip about? Has Ninio ever actually shown any interest in getting along with anybody? I guess Woljif played a prank on her once or twice. Woljif. Excellent choice. So what do you think of him? Love him, he's a good friend, a defiant comrade in arms. I'm indifferent about him. I hate him. Skip this. He's a good friend and a fine comrade in arms. Oh, how interesting. Incidentally, yesterday I saw him. Nenio picks up a random piece of paper and reads it. Drinking from a puddle. I don't think Nenio even has banter text. Let's see. Drinking from a puddle. Do you have any idea who we're even talking about? Nenio becomes a little embarrassed, but only a little. No, I don't make a point of remembering those I travel with. That's why I prepared these universally applicable pieces of gossip. She raises her fist with several pieces of paper clenched in it. That doesn't sound like him at all. Really? Excuse me. I'll try again. Yesterday I saw him. Nenio picks up another random piece of paper and reads it. Eating worms. This is ridiculous. I fully agree. This all seems like sheer stupidity to me too. But how can we learn that stupidity is stupid without doing stupid things? We need to see the experiment through. It's terrible logic. She gives you a satisfied nod and stows her papers back in her sleeve. Don't make it worse. Alright, stage 2 is now complete. What's next on the list? Point number 3, friends drink alcohol together, and then it says no longer required. I left an active stream for this. Wait, what stream are you watching? Be grateful I'm enduring this for your sake. Thank you. Alright, I should cross out this one. I wrote this and then I checked the encyclopedia and recalled that I have already conducted that experiment. And judging by the same encyclopedia, and especially by an odd strain on that particular page, it would be unwise, to say the least, to try and repeat it. See, point number 4, friends sometimes argue. A new heap of papers appears in Nenio's hands. You are uninterested and disinterested in this experiment, and you can't even tell the difference between those two words. Another Wrath of the Righteous stream, been watching it all day. Oh! Are they doing an evil run? Last time I checked the Wrath of the Righteous streamers, so many were not speaking English. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just I couldn't really follow a whole lot. Alright, let's see. What? You're such a freak that even Rubagug feels sorry for you. Maintain a skeptical silence. Your mouth stinks so terribly, your backside's envious. One more word and I'll rip your legs off and beat you with them. No, they're doing a good run. Oh. Yeah, well, you can kiss my ass. Being a Hell Knight. Oh, good luck to them. Let's see. Dual wielding long swords. That sounds pretty neat. Not too creative, but it will do. Now we can definitely be considered friends. And on that note, I conclude the 4th part of the experiment. What's last on the list? Point number 5. Friends sometimes copulate. Oh yes, that. Nenio sighs. Take off your underwear. What? Now we're going to engage in the act of copulation exclusively for the sake of carnal pleasure, bypassing the main purpose of copulation, which is procreation. What part of that isn't clear? Bravely pull down your underwear. Not all friends have to do that. Is that true? Are you sure? What an unexpected and interesting piece of information. I must confess, I wasn't so thrilled about this whole copulation idea from the start. It's so nice that science does not demand this sacrifice of me today. This thoroughly awkward experiment is finally concluded. I have learned what it means to be a friend, and now I can write an article about it for the encyclopedia. Ninio rubs her nose with a pencil. I am happy that it's over. I am once again convinced that friendship is the most foolish of all occupations. Yep, you're definitely not cut out to be. No, you did it all wrong. Friendship is more than just smiling, gossiping, bickering, and sex. Is it? We've concluded all the assigned actions typical for two friends. Of course, I could have compiled an extended list, which would have included joint food ingestion and senseless banter with the aim of showing each other in the least attractive light. But how would that change the situation? Do you know what I will write in the encyclopedia? Friendship is a set of primitive rituals intended to help individuals forget about their loneliness. However, I have no interest in that. I see my loneliness as a sign of my uniqueness. The one who leads the way is always alone. Ninio gives you a vague look and stays silent. Okay. Dismiss her already. You don't need her. Her spells aren't even that good. Damn. I don't want to. I just don't want to, like, throw away party members. It's missed out content. If I wanted to do that, I would have killed her right from the get go. Check out this mask I found. There's writing on the inside. Ninio snatches the mask from your hands and examines it from every angle. It looks like an average mask, smells like mold, tastes like, yeah, disgusting. The eye holes are... She puts the mask on and looks at you through it, utterly unremarkable. If it was Socio, you'd have done it. No, I would kill Socio. So far, the only thing I can do is, like, tell him to take the day off and put him out of harm's way. Not in it. I need to put him in harm's way. And yet I sense some hidden magic in this mask. I'd bet my encyclopedia that it must be the answer to one of the riddles of those statues in the Nameless Ruins. The writing on the inside looks very much like one of the answers. With a sigh, she hands the mask back to you. All we have to do is find 4 such masks and bring them to the statues. You won't forget to take me with you when you head to solve the statues' riddles, will you? Better write it down somewhere. Ninio is extremely interested in visiting the Nameless Ruins after you find all 4 masks. Right? Then put him in your party. He'd be in harm's way. Make him fight naked. No, I need to kill him in cutscene. Like, give an example. You know how I could have killed Dayron by going in and just telling him that I know about the other being? Like, and if I do that, scene will play out that'll end in his death. That's what I mean. Everything, like, it has to be like an in-game canon death. Otherwise, he'll just come back to life after like a long rest or something in the main camp. I need the death to stick. I don't need him to suffer. I need him to stay dead. I'm hoping for something like like a part in the game where it says you have to choose one of your companions to die, and that's when I'll do it. You're extremely quiet today. Ninio casts a frown in your direction. I'm just busy. And not busy at the same time. I feel like I have something to do, but I don't really know what. It feels like I've forgotten something. It's an odd sensation. She sinks back into her rumination. I have to go. Alright. Well, with that out the way, let's go take care of some other quests. Oh, okay, hold on. Sure. Any other loot? Nope. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, there's quite a few things to do. Wait, you still have the super speed glitter on your shoes. I don't think that's from super speed. Boots of Free Reign is I'm under the permanent effect of freedom of movement spell. So I'm pretty sure it's that. Which is also good, by the way. I'm not saying it's bad. Alright, let's get a move on. Alright, for the remainder of this stream for now, I'm just going to go out and try to do some of the quest line. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Before anything, go over to Wilser Garms and sell all this crap I've been hoarding. Alright, Quartermaster Garms welcomes you with a happy smile. What an unexpected surprise. The commander himself came back from the abyss to lend us a hand. The soldier looks ready to squeeze you in a bear hug, like a long-lost prodigal son. Wilser produces a small figurine out of his pocket. You were gone for a long time, but we never gave up on our commander. Look at this knick-knack we made. One of the soldiers was good with a knife and carved it from a block of wood. And then another, a wizard, enchanted it. We let it travel from one pair of hands to another every night, and each soldier that held it prayed for your soul, no matter which god they believed in. The priest say that says their prayers have been heard, and this little trinket is now holy. You did come back, so please take it. This is a gift from us all. To accept the gift? No, good. You should keep it. May it protect you instead. The quartermaster lowers his head. As always, you put the well-being of others ahead of your own. That's why the soldiers adore you. What's a simple quartermaster to a campaign? It won't grind to a halt as long as the commander is alright. Right. Wait, let's see, so... And now, show what you got. Sell all this. And then... Let's see. Ascending order. Let's see here, what we got. I'm never going to use an Earthbreaker. Don't need to worry about any plus weapons. Glaives. Bearer of Sorrow. Nancy's Heart. Unholy Long Spear, don't need that. Let's see. +3. I might actually use the +3 crossbow. New weapons. Oh, you're right. He is selling new weapons. Let me see. Before anything, though, let me double check. Who's using, no. Is anyone using crossbows anymore? Yeah, you are. I'll give a +3 crossbow instead of this, but, like, it's kind of crap. Alright, so we'll just sell that. Let's see, what else? So these +3 spears. Corrosive battle axe, don't need that. +4 scimitars, don't need those. +3 scimitars, got 9 of them, don't need any of them. Let's see. +1 longsword. Alright, whatever. Corrosive quarterstaff. Scimitar. Okay, not selling that. Or that. Alright, I think that's it. Like, everything else is some kind of special weapon. Oh, nope. That. Okay, now everything is a fancy type of weapon. Moving on. What kind of weapon? Oh, wait, no. That's right. So gear now. I don't need a +1 heavy shield. I'll hold on to literally everything else. Don't need these full plates. Or chain shirts. Or these. Yeah, this is just +3 full plate. Studded leather. Leather armor. And everything else is some kind of fancy weapons. I'm gonna choose to hold on to. Alright. Then we go for all the extra amulets of +2 and +3. Just hold on to the +4. Don't need that. 6 cloaks of resistance. Jeez. Disguise. White man's cloak. Alright, I think everything else I should probably try to hold on to. For one build or another. Oh, except for this. It's just a +2 headband. Let's see. So that and that. Alright. Now let's take a look at these the weapons that he's selling. Icy burst, keen. Oh my god, this is. It's just like, how many adjectives can we throw onto a weapon? Let's see. Icy burst, keen, cold iron, frost. +3. Okay. Eviscerating doom. Let's see. +3 frost light hammer. Oh, it has to confirm a crit. To do D6 strength score damage to a target. Okay. Next up, Holy Speed composite short bow. Great sword +3. King Great Axe. I don't know. Some of these are pretty, like, thankfully just advertise what they do. So let's look at whatever has a weird fancy name. Like this. Fury Born Child. Scimitar. Alright. While this +3 scimitar is wielded by a character who has an animal companion, the attacks of the animal companion also gain the Furyborn special quality. Let's see. This special weapon can only be placed on melee weapons. The Furyborn weapon draws power from anger and frustration. Okay. Here we go. Each time the wielder damages an opponent with the weapon, its enhancement bonus increases by 1 to a max of +5. This extra enhancement bonus goes away if the opponent dies, the wielder uses the weapon to attack a different creature, or 1 hour passes. Okay. That doesn't sound half bad. Would be good had you not already +5 weapons. True. If this went over the normal limit of +5, then yeah, it would be great. But if all buffs stop at +5, then it's useless. Double Jeopardy. I don't think I'll ever use a Great Club. Let's see. Dagger. Darts. Just like random stuff that just has plus weapons. Okay. Oh, here we go. Blade of Order. Another scimitar. Okay. I wonder if if like everybody's equipment that they're selling changed based on my build. Would be nice. Alright. Whenever the wielder of this +2 scimitar lands a hit with it on a chaotic evil creature, it applies a -1 penalty on the creature's damage rolls until the end of combat. This penalty stacks up to -5. That's not bad. What else we got? Ruse. If anyone ever uses a dart. Whenever the wielder confirms a critical hit, the enemy becomes flat-footed for 1 round. Screw that. Blade of Order. Yet another scimitar. Let's see. No. This is the one I already read. Racking Point. With a Radiant Long Spear. Needs to confirm a critical hit. Okay. A little lacking, but not a bad effect. Yeah. I assume you're talking about the Blade of Order. Let's see, Ceremonial Falcata. +5 morale bonus on all persuasion checks. Whenever the wielder uses Dazzling Display, all affected enemies suffer a D8 sonic damage. Fuck me. I could have made the focus on this. Like, whatever. Sure. Whoever made that just decided to troll me. Wide Sweep. Whenever this scythe lands a hit, it deals its weapon damage to all adjacent enemies. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jinx. Another falchion. What, the Wide Sweep? Or the Ceremonial Falcata? Let's see. Jinx. Another falchion. Whenever this +2 lands a hit on a creature that is under any hex effect, it deals additional weapon damage. Okay. The Wide Sweep. Let me see. I guess I could always respec a character. But let's see how the scimitar build holds up first. Oh, I just had a thought. Like, if I use Great Cleave with Wide Sweep, would each individual creature trigger the additional adjacent enemy damage from Wide Sweep? Oh shit, that'd be awesome. What else we got? We got Bug Catcher. Okay. Bug Catcher, what do you do? When this Bardiche lands a hit on a medium or smaller creature, fort save DC 17 or suffer additional damage. Oh, no. Lame. First off, it's like it only works on medium or smaller creatures. Second, the fort save is low. It's just not worth it. Relentless Assault. Dwarven War Axe. Might get this for what? It should. We'll get this. If this build doesn't work out, I'm going for this. Alright. Relentless Assault. Whenever the wielder of this is wielding a second weapon in another hand, whenever they confirm a critical hit, and it's already bad, they also make an additional attack with the second weapon. Trying to crit build with a weapon that only crits on a natural 20 is probably not a good idea. Nimble Edge. Estoc. Speed. Finesse. Whenever this thing confirms a critical hit, the wielder gets a +2 morale bonus to dexterity, and each attack they make deals an additional d4 piercing damage for 2 to 3 d3 rounds. Greybor already has +3 weapons. Yep. Not only that, they don't require him to have to crit. Oh wait, no, this is... Actually, that would just be a flat upgrade. Because this is just a +3 Dwarven War Axe. That's just +3 with extra qualities. I guess, sure, get it for him. I do switch out from time to time. Alright, what else we got? We got Nimble Edge. Which again, it only works on a crit, but an Estoc is like a crit build weapon since it crits on an 18 to 20 on its own. Not saying I'd go for it, but it's something to think about. Anything else? No, looks like he's just got regular masterwork stuff. Oh no, okay. We still got new weapons. The Rabid Underdog. Heavy pick. And it automatically confirms crits. Which would be nice, but it only crits on a 20. Damn. Some of these are really good. Just some of these are meh. Hammer of Ruin. Whenever the wielder of this vicious warhammer confirms a crit, the enemy loses all of its damage reduction if it had any for 1 minute. Meh. Disemboweler. Sacrificial. Hold on. Let's see. This +5 allows the wearer to deal an additional 3d6 slashing damage against medium and smaller creatures. Sacrificial. Against a helpless foe, the weapon's enchantment bonus is +2 better than its actual bonus. Helpless condition. Sleeping, paralyzed, unconscious, or otherwise at your mercy. Okay. Doctor can use melee weapons to deliver a coup de grace to a helpless foe. Why even bother get sacrificial weapons if, you know, they can only be triggered in a scenario where I'd be better off just using coup de grace? No. Alright. Any fancy armor? Gleaming banded armor. Fire resistance, immunity to sleep, electricity, and paralysis. Could be good. Let's see. Heavy shield of innate trust. +3 to combat maneuver bonus. Okay, that's kind of it. Moving on. Painful remorse. A vicious spike shield. That's otherwise just a +2. Yeah, you don't really use combat maneuvers. Yup. So, what else do we have here? A lot of the armor is really lacking compared to the weapon lineup. Okay, spoke too soon. Rock of Nature. +2, gets +2 insight bonus, attacks against attacks made with natural weapons. Okay, so I guess, but wouldn't I just buy a better armor in general? That's, you know, going to have that armor class bonus against everything? Dawn of Life, Tower Shield. I think I sold this already, because I already made the conclusion I'm never using any of these. Disc of Unbalance. +5 buckler, gets a +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls made against enemies under movement impairing effects. I guess. And a dark breastplate. +3 bonus on saving throws against blindness. All in all, not bad. But, like, I don't see much of a need for more than half of that. Now I'm going to give Greybor his upgraded Dwarven War Axe. Barely a noticeable difference. Let's see. Is Wool just summon anything? Let's see. Show me your wares for your Thiefling connections. See, Poisonous Dart monster hand. Nope, looks like he's got the same equipment that he had a long time ago. Well, no, he's got something new. Ghost Sting. But I'm not using a Sigh. Only works on a crit. Only works when it crits. Hazard. The wielder of this +2 when to hit. The enemy makes a reflex. DC 14. At the beginning of the game, this might have been useful, but the idea of hoping that enemy fails around level 17, it's doubtful. Master Fencer's Sword. Okay, it's a dueling sword. Anarchic, so... an extra 2d6 against lawful enemies. Let's see, +4 dueling sword. Allows the wielder to add half their rank and mobility as bonus to damage rolls on critical hits and attacks of opportunity. What the hell? There's no way that can be balanced. That maybe I'm overselling this, but that sounds really, really good. Well, what else you got? Screaming Reaper, Orc double axe. It's a vicious double axe. Whenever it lands a killing blow, all enemies in a 15-foot area suffer 4d6 sonic damage and become frightened for 1 round. The DC will save 27. Aside from the vicious, everything else is pretty good about this. And last, the Electric Rose. Elder Great Shock. This weapon functions like Greater Shock, except it bypasses any resistance or immunity to electricity the target might have. Let's see, whenever this lands a sneak attack, the enemy must pass a fort save DC 30 or become paralyzed for 3 rounds. Oh. So, what the... 2d6 electricity damage. Fuck. All right, those are good. All right, what else you got? Veteran's armor. It's crap. Trailblazer's armor. Bonus to perception. Tribal Scout Hide. While stealth and invisible, all successful attacks deal additional 6 force damage. Seasoned Assassin's armor. While wearing this, you have total concealment against ranged attacks. Weapon and touch. Whenever you receive a critical hit from a ranged attack, you gain 10 damage reduction for 3 rounds. Or 1d3 rounds. However, receiving a critical hit in melee combat makes you prone for 1. Oh. There it is. Haramaki of Divine Guidance. +4 saving throws. Okay, sure. Panther's Grace. +15 on stealth checks. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I can live without these. Acrobat's footwear. These boots allow the wearer to stand up without provoking an attack of opportunity. It's not bad, but you know, I don't know. All right, do we have anything else worth buying? Crimson Banner. No. While this item is active, all critical hits made by you or against you are automatically confirmed. Fuck that. Nope, no thanks. I'm good. That's an all or nothing. You want that. I do? I want all critical hits to just have it be automatically confirmed against me? Alright, where was it? It was this, I think? I can't afford this. Look at that. Oh well. I can sell some stuff. Let's see. I should be able to sell plenty to be able to afford it. For example, I still have all these rings, and now I can afford it. Intelligence +1. Yeah, sell these two. Alright, let's go. Here's how. Let's see this screw me over pretty bad. Alright, what should I get rid of? I don't need lucky dice. I'll keep that, the exotic thing. since it still works even if I'm not an Azada. What does this do again? Once per day, you may use this potion to make all potions used by your party empowered and maximized for 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Put that on. I'll give that to somebody. Give that to you. Don't really need a potion of enlarged person. Alright. Huh? Wait. I never look at unceasing slaughter. Oh, the boots. Oh, shit. I read the... God damn it. I read the chat too late. Sorry. It was too slow. Want that, the boots. Look at unceasing slaughter. I never meant Crimson Banner. Dude, read the chat more. Well, it is good for your crits. But dude, I never meant for you to buy that. Are you just trying to make it look like it was my idea? No, I was not. I thought that's what you were talking about when I was reading. Alright, hold on. But you did say something about boots though, so let's take a look. The acrobat footwear? No, you meant unceasing. No, you said unceasing slaughter. What do we have? A +4 to Dex and Con. Whenever the wearer of this belt lands a killing blow, they gain a +2 bonus to Dex and Con scores for 3 rounds. Oh. Yeah, that looks like a good item to have. Not as good as I hoped. Really? I noticed that it doesn't say anything about there being an upper limit. Although I do see that the Constitution score going up for only 3 rounds isn't that great. But like, if it stacks, you essentially have like unlimited Dex and Con. Eh. We can look into it later. By which I mean I'm just gonna sell some stuff. Don't need braces of armor. 3. Do you already have +5 bracers? Do you already have +5? No, but you don't use them. Alright, so I guess I'll sell these. Yeah, so we can try the unceasing slaughter. Just gotta sell enough stuff. I'm not going to use a tower shield, so Spellbreaker can go. Like, I plan to give one of my shields over to Seela, so one of the heavy shields. Not sure which yet, though. Cursed Allegiance. No. Renegation and... Oh, it's just a +4 buckler. Get rid of that. Don't really need a breastplate of lesser sonic resist. Fortune's Temper, I'll keep that. But I am selling the Flaming Star Knife. Wait, why did I want to keep both? Unless I want to make some kind of weird dual-wielding flame star knife build. Nah. How's it? Short bow. Well, let's make this easy. From price and ascending order. Now let's just look at what's the most expensive stuff I have. Sell that. Clutch of Corruption. Greater Quicken Meta Magic Rod. Did I? Why don't I already have somebody using that? Did I? +4 composite axiomatic. Let's see. First hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away. Enemy suffers -2 penalty to armor class for 2 rounds. What's Arushale currently using? Delamere's bow. Oh yeah, that's right. What about you? Eye for an eye. All your attacks deal an additional 1d12 damage on hit. Yep. That'll do it. Alright, so we'll sell that, and that should be enough. Alright, let's go. Alright. Unceasing Slaughter. And it's... Let's see. This is already a +4 bonus. It's just missing strength. So, from 36 to 32. It's not the end of the world. Still, I have a ridiculously high strength and dex. Oh, the profane gift is probably what helped me from before. It's not just the dragon thing that gives me the stats. That +6 from profane ascension is what helps me out. The archers would better benefit from that. Not really. I've been having them use point blank for the most part. I don't know. It should be fine. Besides, what's the point of stressing out over selling a weapon that that I didn't even have equipped to anybody? No one was using it. Like, it wasn't even possible for anyone to use it because I wasn't equipping it. Because I just honestly didn't have anybody, you know. Like, Arushale and Winduog's current weapons are just better in my opinion. Let's see. Now Celiax greets you with a nod. His golden eyes gleam. Congratulations on your victory, Commander. That was an arduous trial, but you pulled through. You invoked the dragon spirit within you. I never thought that I would say this, but you can become a dragon, child. I meant the belt, Unceasing Slaughter. Oh. Yeah, okay. In that case, I'd give it to Winduog. I can teach you how to bring your inner and outer forms into accord. Once you become your true self, you will achieve harmony. Okay. Well, you know what? Like I said, I have to go. Safe travels, child. I said this before, but I'm going to do all the... I'll do all this later when the stream's about done. I'm just going to the Citadel so I can quick travel straight out of here. I just need to figure out where I'm going. The unceasing slaughter on one of the archers? Alright. In that case, put Belt of Physical Perfection back on you. And then put Unceasing Slaughter on Windwalk. Right now she just has a +4 Dex belt anyway. So that's just a flat upgrade for her. Can you benefit from anything? Nothing I currently have. Nope. Alright. To the streets. Dragon's Awakening. Between the Lines. Okay. What is that? More than nothing. Finian's Awakening. Deal with the Bladesmith. Okay, at last the path into the heart of the world wound is open to the commander. Besides being a step toward accomplishing great deeds, this is an opportunity to awaken Finian fully by defeating his nemesis and creator, the Bladesmith. Okay, conversation with Social. Final verdict. Oh yeah. Gotta go deal with the Hell Knights. Talk to Anivia. Oh yeah, bring Dayron to the place marked by the Inquisitor. Alright, so I got stuff to do. Alright, Awakening. I just gotta talk to Heliax for that, so that's easy. Go to the Heart of Mercy. See, Cascade of Fire. Find Root to Soften. Find Captain Selkind. Bones will join the myriad others. Find the entrance to the Ineluctable Prison. Right. Wherever that is. Alright, the Spinner of Nightmares. Heart of the Fallen. Find Queen Galfrey. Help Jernog and Chili Creek. Oh, right, that guy. Okay. Then end the game. Capture all regions in the world room. Develop all aspects of the crusade to maximum. Storm's Peak. So, okay, well that's something else. And as far as errands go, in pursuit of the past, storyteller. Right, collect elven notes. Restoring broken gauntlets. Storyteller is ready to revive the ancient artifact. Let's see, 2 vials of demon blood, 1 vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron. Yeah, I should be able to do that now. Restore broken gauntlets. And between the lines, show Galfrey's letter to the storyteller. Okay. So, damn. There's a lot of quests they have that's just me talking to people. Namely, the storyteller. He's down here somewhere, right? No, Heciliax, Captain Odon, storyteller. Here's hoping those gauntlets are worth the trouble. Alright. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly. Greetings, Lewis. Have you brought me a new story? Yeah, let's see. Please examine the items I'm carrying. Perhaps one of them carries a story. Let's see. Little Space Marine moment there. Did you see it? Space Marine? You mean when he glowed for a minute? Let's see. Hey, your wings are darker. Yeah, they changed when I changed my Dragonair Scion, and I'm just using the Mythic Path Dragon. No, when Lewis talked, oh, never mind. Oh. Alright. Anyway, moving on. The storyteller's rings run over the piece of old cloak. I sense power. This item belonged to someone truly powerful. It was created as a gift. It's so hazy. I would like to learn this story, but it would take much to revive such a mighty relic. If you can give 5 vials of magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, 2 vials of demon blood, and 3 skins of magical creatures, I will try to restore it. Shall we? Ancient... No. Restore the broken gauntlets. Restore this relic for me. The metal in the elf's hands takes the shape of armor plates. The demon blood sizzles on them like on a red-hot grill. And the essence is absorbed, leaving behind a grayish residue. This relic is called the Stern Hand. That was the name given to it by its owner, the Sarkorian witch hunter. The 2 gloves represent the bond between 2 beings. People who wear such relics do not live for themselves, but die for others. Okay. Give the storyteller the necessary materials for the cloak. Restore this relic for me. Alright, cool. Dazzling light erupts from the storyteller's hands. The light pulsates, forcing you to squint in pain. And when it finally fades away, you see a thick cloak in the elf's hands. This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world. But I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. The Bound of Possibility. Alright, cool. Let's see. Return with new stories. I will be waiting. Nocticula spoke well of you. She says hello. The old elf's face is as blank as a porcelain mask. Her favor flatters me. And the memories of the times when I was younger warm my heart, but also fill me with other darker feelings. Such a shame. It's sad to remember how foolish and self-satisfied I was back then. How much I enjoyed the fear and respect of the spawn of the abyss surrounding me. And how completely I belong to the lady in shadow, who charmed me the moment we met. In those days I was different. Right. You mentioned you could use this letter to tell me about Queen Galfrey's feelings. The storyteller's fingers touch the paper softly, his nail carefully tracing along the lines as if he can see them. The moon is peering into my window, the sole observer of my weakness. Dresden is quiet, almost as if I am the only one in the fortress at this hour of the night. I am alone, utterly, always. I will pick up the quill and shake off a drop of ink that threatened to fall on the paper, which would have ruined what is already my 3rd draft of this letter. Why am I writing it? He will never read it. I falter, the quill poised over the paper, but my hesitation doesn't last. I don't know where you are, my hand writes. When was this? On the eve of the Queen's departure from Dresden, the next morning she ordered her forces to march on Ais. Is Dresden ever that quiet? Unlikely. But I am telling you of Galfrey's feelings as she was writing this letter. One's perception of the outside world can vary at times. Please continue. My hand is shaking. My heart pounds in my chest like a bird trying to break free from its cage. My eyes fog over. I wipe a tear from my cheek. What is happening to me? Where did this feeling of guilt come from? I have always acted as duty commanded. Always. A deep breath. I think the shaking has stopped, but the hand that's holding the quill can barely move. Forgive me. I write down the last words of the letter he will never see. Forgive me, forgive me. What exactly was Galfrey feeling? Guilt or something else? I cannot answer that question definitively. I merely touched upon her thoughts, tapped into a faint trace of her feelings. But I can say one thing for certain. Those feelings were strong. The pain the Queen was going through was very much real. Thank you, storyteller. There's no need for gratitude. I rather think I should be begging your forgiveness. It seems I have inadvertently been made privy to personal matters between you and Queen Galfrey. I will try to refrain from such intrusions into your private affairs from now on. The storyteller lowers his head sheepishly. I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. Alright, let's see what these relics look like. Some dates from oldest to newest on acquired. What do we got? The Stern Hand. Alright. All that text aside, that's a lot. That's a story. These spiked gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion as well as Azada's dragon. Oh, fuck you! Or Lich's skeletal champion. Oh my god. The whole point of this thing is for all I have chosen poorly. Alright. A +6 bonus to strength ability score. At the beginning of the battle, the creature must pass a will save DC 17 or start attacking party members. If the initial saving throw is failed, the creature can make new saving throws each round to stop the effect. That is so bad. So bad. Yeah. It's a +6 bonus to strength. But it's not an enhancement bonus, so it would stack with belts. So, I guess there's that. Like, I'm trying to see the positive reason to use this, but otherwise, god damn it. Now the cloak. I bet the story was better than that item. And this also has a hell of a story, which I will get to at another time. At the bottom, let's see what this says. This cloak grants Dragon 2 additional spell slots for the 9th level spells. In addition, Dragon's Breath deals additional 20 divine damage and its DC is increased by 2. But I don't have any spells. It's talking about Ivu again, isn't it? No, Ivu doesn't get 9th level spells. This is it. This means they wanted me to make the gold dragon to be a spellcaster. Yeah. This is like the clue that I chose the build wrong. I should have made a spellcaster, not a fighter. Well, whatever. I still get the additional 20 divine damage. But extra breath damage is golden, man. Yep. So I'll put it on. What was it I have before? Scarlet Allure. +5 persuasion check. Damn. Well, you know what? That morale bonus wasn't going to stack with the with those goggles I'm gonna get later anyway. Your breath is your strongest weapon. Yep. So this is fine. Equip. All right. The stern hand is nothing short of a disappointment, but they can't all be winners. Now, if I had Ivu, this would actually be good. And apparently this is also supposed to be good for a Lich as well, so. This isn't a bad item, it's just not good for me. I'm glad I actually did go. And this means I really should talk to the gold dragon before I run off. Here's hoping it gives me something else. Where you at? There you are. Alright. Selix gazes up at the sky. Beautiful weather we're having today. Then again, I think any weather is beautiful. I want you to teach me. What do I need to do? Go to the city square in Canabris. Terendelev drew her strength from her love for this city and its people. I walked its paved streets with her many times, and I soon realized that Canabris helped her to heal more than any of my philosophical reflections ever could. Out of respect for her memory, I will teach you in the same place where she fought her final battle. It would make her glad. Okay. Why did you help me in the Battle of Dresden? Because I saw a dragon. It is easy to distance yourself from battles that do not involve your kind. Warm bloods fight and die, but their lives are so fleeting. However, when I saw that a gold dragon had entered the fray, I could no longer remain a calm and passive observer. You could say that my prudence failed me. My mythical power is the result of Aureliu Vorlesh's experiment. It comes from the blood of demon lords. How does that make you feel? Do you find my power repulsive? No, child, I don't. I do not need to worry. The source of your power does not make you good or bad. I can see your abilities clearly. It does not matter where they came from. They are yours now. And no one else's. Moreover, your power is like a living creature. It grows and develops. Sometimes it reminds me of a dragonling that has not yet hatched from its shell. One day it will awaken in full. Tell me more about dragons. What do you wish to know, child? What kinds of dragons are there? Celiax smiles. And what kinds of warm bloods are there? These questions are of similar magnitude, for there are so many of us, and we are so different. Metallic dragons, chromatic dragons, planar dragons, dragons that live outside of planes. Not all of us are friendly toward your kind, but I believe you know this already. I suppose I can only speak for my brethren, the metallic dragons. We look upon your kind with favor, and even live among you at times. What makes gold dragons different from other dragons? Some of us are philosophers, and some of us are hedonists. We make our dwellings in open expanses, where it's always sunny and warm. We hunt herds of deer, and sleep atop treasure hoards. Well, some of us do. But at times, out of curiosity, we choose to adopt the lifestyle of humankind. Many nations seek our wisdom, for our existence is closest to the divine Apsu, creator of the multiverse. Some of us are even capable of speaking to him. Alas, I do not have this honor. Of course, I have only been alive for 800 years, so I am still very young. We take part in the we take part in the affairs of Galarian's nations, for they shape the world we live in. In fact, you may know of the names of some of our heroes. Does the name Parnor... Oh my god. Fucking dragons in their names. Parnanorax mean anything to you? No. Tell me about Par... This will get easier to say the more I say it. Parnonarix. Parnonarix? Yeah, okay. Parnonarix. A short while ago by dragon standards, and a very long time ago by yours, the gold dragon Parnonarix became an ally and a friend of Iomedae. Iomedae had not become a goddess yet, but her valor and righteousness were already winning hearts. Eventually Iomedae ascended, but Parnonarix defended her legacy here on Golarion. He was one of the heroes who swore an oath to free Cheliax from the usurpers. Alas, he did not survive, but his glory lives on among dragons and humans alike. Sadly, Haliceliax gazes past you into the distance. Not all who tread a hero's path reach its end. What's it like being a dragon? It's wonderful. The strength, the lust for life, the joy of existence. Don't you feel it inside your soul? In truth, I am sorry that your journey as a dragon began with bloodshed. There are so many other things I would have liked you to experience first, like flight, for example, or the realization that there is unity in all things. I wish you had a chance to discover your place within the multiverse. But there will be plenty of time for all that. We live for thousands of years. We have time for everything, for war and peace, for sorrow and joy. So do not fear. You will experience what it is to be a dragon. I have no more questions. Haliceliax bows his head. I want to know more about Tyrendelev. Haliceliax sighs. Well, let us remember her together. You said that you were Tyrendelev's teacher. What did you teach her? Lessons of peace and lessons of war. Some of my lessons were practical. Others seemed pointless at first, but eventually proved necessary. She was my best student, and when corruption and darkness closed in around her, she was the only one of my students to keep fighting. Even when the odds were against her, she refused to give up. I have had other students touched by corruption, but that is a story of loss, and I do not wish to discuss it now. What was Tyrendelev like? She was incredible. But before I say anything further, what memories do you have of her? After all, you were the last of our kind to speak with her. Let's see. I thought she was kind and beautiful, and she was a fearless warrior. She was very talkative in her human form, just like you. It's hard for me to remember her. All I can see is her head as if... Oh my god, I'm not saying that. Don't really remember her. Didn't know her. I'll say the number one. I thought she was kind and beautiful, and she was a fearless warrior. Yes, she was. Celiax's face softens. Fearless, kind, beautiful. I was so proud of her. I've never had a better student. Tyrendelev was the kind of silver dragon who was especially sensitive to any injustice. She was always interested in the warm-blooded nations of Golarion, and sought to understand their lives and customs. Eventually, she and Sevalros, her friend and sworn brother, swooped down from the mountains and joined the paladins of Iomedae in their fight against the demons. I was their mentor among dragonkind, so I became their guide in the human world. But we did not know the challenges we would face. The war waged on in the wound, and Terendelev lost one friend after another. When the demon struck her with the corrupting poison, she lost the will to fight completely. Her splendid silver scales had blackened and her mind was clouded. But Terendelev did not wish to hurt her comrades, so she asked them to bring her to the ruins where you and I met. I was there to give her aid. The sun rose and set many times as she poured out her hatred on me. She let loose all the pain that was tearing at her soul. Many times we were on the brink of combat. Many times her words wounded me deeply. But in the end I got through to her. I found the right words, and I stayed with her until her soul found healing. Afterwards, she became the guardian of Kenabres. She defended the city and its wardstone from harm. Her love for the people she protected gave her strength. You would never have known that her soul had once been tormented by dark horrors. Thank you for your answers. Celiax bows his head. Hala Celiax is a really long name. Can I just call you Hal? Hala Celiax glares at you. His soft voice transforms into a roar like thunder. Ignorant child, how dare you shorten my glorious dragon name? Suddenly the dragon bursts out laughing. I am merely teasing you. You can call me whatever you like. Warm bloods often call me Hal. They're always in a hurry, and they don't have time to pronounce my long, beautiful name. I have to go. Safe travels, child. And there he goes. Alright, with all that done, now I have one more thing to do in regards to traveling out. I gotta go to Kenabres and level up. Level up the Mythic Path. Alright, so I need Dayron in my party. And who else? Regil. Is there anyone else I need? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Alright. My army's in shambles. I can't recruit any. I can't assign any of my generals yet. At least they're still here. Moving on. Nice rooms. So where should I go first? Deal with the Hell Knights first. It's literally just right there. I can't teleport there. Alright, whatever. Oh, there's a random encounter that's not so random. Chief Soul. Oh, right, that guy. I thought he abandoned us. Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles toward you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief Saul. But the state of him, the wound has desiccated him, drained him of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limply gaping mouth. Windwalk grabs her weapon. What would Sol be doing here? Is this an illusion, some kind of trap? Sol, what are you doing here? Sol stares at you for a while, as if he doesn't recognize you, but his awareness slowly sharpens. Commander, to Dresden. I'm going to Dresden. Need to gather. Rescue. Who does he want to rescue? The pack? My pack? So, do you know where my warriors are? Answer me, you old duffer. You're alone. Where are the other mongrels? Shavam Melek, Hirsch lair. They're all there. Do you know where Savamelek's lair is? Sol gestures vaguely in the direction he came from. There. After a quick examination, Windwalk says bitterly, it's no use. His brains are fried from the heat. We need to get him to a healer in Dresden right away, or he won't last long. And I still need to question him properly. Evil attack. You surrendered to the enemy and betrayed me. That means you don't deserve to live. You're a tough old fellow, aren't you? Well, Dresden isn't far. You'll get there on your own. Not that. Escort Sol to Dresden. We're going back. You need help immediately. Thank you. Sol coughs violently. Commander, you're the commander. Need to get to Dresden. There, we'll talk there. Escort the old man, you're a dragon now. Yeah. The first time I go, alright, finally, we're gonna go into some action, and then it says, no, more dialogue. We're not done with all the quests giving out yet. So I gotta fight the Spinner of Nightmares. I gotta go over to deal with the Hell Knights. The Hell Knights I want to do right now because they're the closest. Then I gotta go to Canabris to train to see what I can get for my leveling up. You're officially a glorified Boy Scout. How am I a glorified Boy Scout? That's the Angel. What do you call the Angel if you think Dragon's glorified Boy Scout? I'm actually asking. Okay. Wingdog greets you with a dour nod. She stares past you with a grim focus. Has something happened? You can see what happened. My tribe is on the verge of extinction. I led them to battle, and now I'm alone. Even if this threat does not wipe us out, another threat will come after it, and then another, and another. I'm afraid for my people. Windwalk's voice holds not even a hint of her former giddiness and bravado, just blind, grim anxiety. I must say, you got me there. Ha! Right. I'm not used to seeing you so serious and responsible. I'm the chief. I hear the steps of those who follow my lead. You don't believe we'll save your tribe? You hear dull irritation in Windwalk's voice. Maybe we will, but I've completely lost control of the situation, you know? We, my tribe and I, are just pawns in a game being played by greater forces. Understanding the designs of the players is beyond our capabilities. The players being demon lords, deities, and you. I'm sure that your tribe has a bright future ahead of it. Let's imagine what it will be like together. So you're not only the commander, but a prophet now, too. You go first, then. Tell me where our home will be. The huntress' sarcastic tone cannot fully hide the relief in her voice as she agrees to your game. See, I don't have to answer your question, no. You will have to return to your caves? No. It is unlikely the other races will accept you. You will settle in the desolate lands reclaimed from the demons. You will live peacefully alongside the other inhabitants of the surface. Yeah, right. I'll go for number 2. You will settle in the desolate lands reclaimed from the demons. Windowag stares into the distance, her lids lowered and a faint smile playing on her lips. Our land, a vast wilderness with no one but us in it, all ours. A place where we can live our lives as we see fit. Her expression darkens, but our lives might not be all that long. We will be doomed to die young on the surface too. And the pleasures of living a long life, filled with great deeds, will always be denied us. You'll have to accept your fate, grim as it is. You are a warrior people, and warriors always die before their time. We will lift the curse and free you from your grim fate. That's nothing more than a fantasy. How are we going to do it? Don't know? Then why are you feeding me pretty lies? A chief's judgment cannot be based on dreams. She shoots you a resentful glare. All right, there's no point in trying to guess the future. It will always find a way to surprise us, usually by sinking its teeth into our most vulnerable spot at the worst possible moment. Right, that's it for now. The huntress gazes at you with devotion. Thank you for talking to me, master. Alright, well, Chief Soul, what do we got? Here we go. Soul is looking better. His wounds have been bandaged, his gaze is more lucid, and yet he's still not the same peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears the mark of emaciation and death. The commander is back. So am I. I can't believe it. Stop wasting time. We need to know where my pack is. And don't even think about dying before telling us everything, old man. You have a chance to serve your tribe one last time. Don't squander it. Alright. What happened to the mongrels while I was gone? Soul lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We were just living our lives. But then the whole tribe got stricken with something. It was like a disease. Your arms ache. Your legs ache. It tears you from the inside. Nobody knew anything about it. And then one night we all woke up. Soul thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I remember opening my eyes. And I'm walking. Out the gate. A guard stops me. And I say, Lady Anivia's orders. He doesn't believe me. And I just grab him and... Oh, I don't remember. I really don't. Soul shakes his head as if trying to drive away the dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon. People screaming. It's sickening to remember. Oh my man, this slur is hard to read off. People screaming. Savamelech performed his ritual again, his communion. He gave you bloody meat and his poison. Yes, he fed them human flesh. And when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Soul shudders. Those who survived became something else. Why were you wandering alone in the wound? Soul's face crumples as if he's about to cry. I'm old. weak, good for nothing, not even for being a demon slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still, I couldn't get the power of all our tribesmen got. So the demon just said, "Be gone, carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs all the same. Useless, I am." You're not just useless. You're pernicious. You were always a thorn in my side, Saul, and you even managed to become a nuisance to Savamelic. You found us and told everything. If I'd known you were this tough, I would have sent you at the demons long ago. Do you remember where Savamelic is holed up? Don't die, don't die. Yes, there were ruins, Valley of Temples, he called them. Sol frowns as he searches his memory. He said something about a city hanging over a rift, an ancient city. Valley of Temples has been revealed. I know that place. I heard about it from Husilla. I saw it marked on maps. It's near Eyes. A good hideout, a tangle of ancient ruins. You'll surely lose your way without a guide, but I can lead us through. I can pick up Savamelic's scent from a mile away. How are you feeling? Saul looks at his shaking hands. I'm done. Done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes us stronger, but my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe will return, then I could lie down and die in peace. I'll bring your people back, trust me. No one steals my pack and gets away with it. Those warriors belong to me, and anyone who tries to steal them will die a horrible death. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing them back anymore. Whoever's poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them before I go, even like that, would be a blushing. Quit yapping and save your strength. You still need to last long enough to witness me restoring our tribe to its true glory. I need you around so I can rub your nose in it, you old coot. Alright. Why didn't the gods allow me to die before this whole nightmare started? Jeez, dude. How dark can you be? Alright. Well, his last ditch attempt to be edgy aside, let's go deal with just adding one more on the checklist. Alright, I'm supposed to talk to Anivia. I can do that later. Let's do this. Again. Yep. Wait, what is this? Crusader. Brothers, sisters, I'm having a vision. I see him. I see the commander. One of the disciples of the holy martyr. There he is, standing before me as if he were alive. A dirty, exhausted fighter in rusted armor jabs his finger at you, staring at you so intently that his eyes seem to almost bulge out of their sockets. Hey, Toll, look over there, it's definitely him. Yes, it's the commander. I swear by the holy tears of the holy martyr, it's really him. Terta, the bricklayer who once stormed into your room to tell you Ember had been abducted, looks at you in awe. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, I see him too. But where is the martyr herself? A heavy-set tiefling woman with broken horns and a convict brand on her cheek takes a hesitant step towards you. Holy martyr? Yep. It doesn't seem like a vision. Hey, are you alive over there? Give us a sign. Let's see. I think they're talking about Ember. Let's see. Heed my word, mortals, for I have come to profess. I can't, just can't. You should have seen your faces. I'm not doing that. Uh, I'm not a vision. I'm alive. The knights stare at you, obviously afraid to come any closer. Toll nods at you. Yeah, he seems real enough. We all believed Ember, the holy martyr, perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples. Half a year has passed, but if you're alive, what happened to the preacher? Is she still alive? Where are you going? We are going to the unholy altar of Baphomet, the one shattered by the tears of our Ember the righteous. The surviving Templars led oh my god. The surviving Templars, led by the demon Thaskarad, decided that it was time to repair it and start offering up sacrifices again, since she was no longer here. They started with our former cultists. They keep them captive and kill them one by one. We don't abandon our own people. We're going to free them and shatter the altar into dust while we're at it, along with the demon and his minions. I won't lie to you, Commander, we could really use some help. But we have no time to gather reinforcements. Every hour we delay could mean a death sentence for one of our brothers and sisters. If you and the preacher decide to help us, we will be grateful till the end of our days. If not, well, we'll somehow have to handle it on our own. Huh. When the hell did that happen? Ember never accomplished such a feat. Well, the problem with titles like Holy Martyr, Saint, and such, most people don't pick those titles for themselves. Other people will call them that. You know, like when you started saying Lewis Dragonshout, it's not like I picked the name Dragonshout. It just happened. It's like that. Right. If you decide to help us, after all, remember to bring Ember with you. The demons will run as soon as they see her. Who are you? We call ourselves the Redeemed Brotherhood. Who we are? Toll scratches the brand on his cheek with gnarled fingers. The short answer is we're all scum. Convicts, deserters, looters, even a few former cultists. Those who heard our Saint Ember's preaching and decided it wasn't too late to do something better with our lives than throwing them into the abyss. Not all of us were lucky enough to see her in the flesh, of course, but those who heard her sermons passed on her words to others. We even collected her teachings and turned them into a book. Oh shit. Our thinking was, though Ember herself may be gone, well, we all thought she was gone. Her words would live on. They continued to spread and save those who were lost. Oh shit. I used to be a miscreant too before I got the chance to mend my ways. Gods be praised for giving us a second chance. The gods are far away. Better praise the people who help each other to drag themselves out of the dirt. Once there were enough of us, we had the strength to fight back. So that's what we do now. We fight them everywhere we meet them. We didn't go with the queen. We decided someone should stay and keep an eye on the city and the surrounding area. Turns out we did the right thing since we met you here. Dear God, all Ember needs now is pass the test of the Starstone and she'd be deified. Eh. Although at this point, I don't think she's even trying to. Like, at best, I'd say she'd probably she'd probably get a monastery open. You know, like have a bunch of monks of pacifism teach or something like that. Alright. Why are you calling Ember the Holy Martyr? Everyone knows Ember perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples and thus became a martyr. Well, so everyone thought until today. Her disciple? I'm not her disciple. Fuck you. Huh. But she's an atheist. She doesn't believe in the help of the gods. I really don't. I don't like the logic that Pathfinder tries with the word atheist, because it's like they're right there. The whole point of atheist is that you're on the logic of there is no such thing as a god, and yet in Pathfinder, it's like there they are, right there, like you, like there's like proof every freaking time. I just it's just astounding that somebody could still try to go out of their way to say it doesn't exist while there's proof right in front of your face. Like like if somebody's about to punch you, you say that fist doesn't exist. And when it gives you a broken jaw, you say my jaw isn't really broken. I just don't get it at that point. All right. At any rate, moving on. What do you mean by disciple? Since when am I her disciple? Aren't you? You traveled in her party, listened to her preaching, fought evil at her side. I mean, put up with it. Right. What happened to your horns? I broke them off. The woman touches an uneven stump with her finger. I am human, not a demon. No matter what they say, I am human. Were you called a demon because you're a tiefling? Being a tiefling is only half of the problem. The real problem is this. The more evil you do in your life, the less good is expected of you. If you stole yesterday, you will also steal tomorrow. Isn't that fair? But if everyone treats you like garbage, all you can ever be is garbage. What other choice do you have? And if a thief has horns on her head, or on their head, well, everyone knows what that means. They're a demon. What else could they be? I used to rob and kill, got convicted, sentenced to hard labor, escaped and started over. I thought there was no other path for me. If honest people refuse to accept me, I don't owe them anything. I've done too much evil to try to repent. I've lived like a demon in the abyss, nothing but evil in my past and my future. And then I ran into these guys. I heard them praying for the demon's salvation. Well, at first I laughed, then it hit me. What if I really do have a choice? What if there is something else in life beyond this never-ending nightmare? I spoke with those who'd seen Ember in the flesh, listened to them recite her sermons from memory, and then I broke off my horns, and with that I broke away from my former life. I mean, it could easily just be like, a variation of Buddha. Like, whatever. Alright. Terata, what are you doing here? You spared me before, though I deserved nothing but death. After that, I vowed to dedicate the life you gave me to spread the teachings of our little preacher among the people. Fortunately, I was not alone. Attack, I don't trust you, die. No. Okay. Now go. I wish you luck in battle. I'll come to your aid. Thank you, Commander. With both you and Ember the Righteous on our side, we cannot lose. Didn't expect to run into them. So, that's one more on the list. So there's Damon's Quest, Regel's, Ember. There's the Gold Dragon. Ah, man, this to-do list is just stacking up a lot more and more. Let's knock at least something off. Into the Hell Knight's outpost we go. Hell of a to-do list. All right. Out of curiosity, yeah, I can just use Lesser Restoration to remove fatigue. Right? Yep. Right.
No reason to pause.
Cast some protection spells. Protection from evil, because protection from chaos ain't gonna do squat here. Bless. Guess I can cast. Let's see. Protection from law. That'll do it. Alright. Don't know what kind of element they would use here. So just protection from fire. It's usually a good bet. Let's see. Is there anything else I should really focus on? Oh yeah. Let's see. That it? Angelic aspect greater, I guess.
Together we stand.
Archon Aura. And that on yourself.
Miss me already?
I don't think there's any other buffs to worry about. Aspect of the wolf. Alright. And that reminds me, I did level up, so Should just double check. Did anybody gain new spell slots? Yep. Yes, another one of these. What? No, entangle. Why not? That's it for you. You leveled up. Yep. What's this do again? Veil of Heaven. Sure. And Veil of Positive Energy. You never know. Litany of Entanglements, I guess. And one more cast of Aura of Greater Courage. And that's it for you. I don't have spells. Let's go. Oh. Dr. Chat. Glory to Asmodeus. Okay. Today's flagellation was glorious. There were many rumors about Paralictor Derenge back in Cheliax. However, I'm not going to discuss them with outsiders. Alright. If the Orders committed all of their forces here, we'd chase the demons all the way to Threshold and drive them back into the Abyss. Alright. I think that's it. Yep. Doesn't look good. They look like they're already poised for battle. Okay. The Hell Knight outpost welcomes you with sharp and inhospitable silence. Tall figures in black, imposing armor tower over you. There are no threats or greetings, nothing at all. Regil takes his place in the formation near Paralictors Renf, Tai, and Diothen, but slightly ahead of them. There is a barely noticeable shift in his posture and demeanor. It's almost like he is getting ready to perform a wearisome and unpleasant task. You all know why we are gathered here. Today, the Order's emissaries will hear the results of my investigation into the actions of the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, as well as decide the fate of said individual. Okay. Regil, explain yourself. I think it's obvious. The Orders need to know whether or not you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. I do not consent to that. Who are you to stand in my way? No. Fine, I will hear what you have to say. I will state the facts as they are known to me. You reserve the right to speak in your own defense. Regel's voice remains cold and unpleasantly impersonal. I will start with the main reason for today's assembly. The source of the commander's supernatural powers had been hidden from us until recently. But now it is clear the emergence of these abilities was caused by Aurilu Vorlash, a criminal and an enemy that unequivocally and unconditionally must be destroyed. Whether the commander is her associate or an involuntary tool is yet to be determined. C. Acknowledge Arcana. I am neither. Aurilu has no means of controlling me, and any scholar of magic can attest to that. Or diplomacy. I don't like my odds. I shouldn't have taken off that. I shouldn't have took off that stupid cloak yet. I would have had a +5 bonus. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I am neither. I neither cooperate nor obey her. Fail. Oral testimony is insufficient in matters of such gravity. Of course. Rolled a 10. I needed a 13. This isn't looking good. Let us continue. Aside from the source of the power, there is also the matter of its application. The power the commander received from that demon-serving witch did not turn out to be to the advantage of her patrons. Unfortunately, it did not turn out to our advantage either. Spineless idealism leading to a borderline inability to act is something that threatens the entire crusade. Whatever my power is, I only use it to oppose the world wound and to benefit the crusade. Regil pays no attention to your words. We must also scrutinize the commander's temperament. The main question of interest to us was whether we could rely on such an ally. What if he became a puppet in the hands of our enemies? To determine this, I took the liberty of staging a test that featured several treacherous demons. And this test revealed the commander's complete unreliability. He is incapable of seeing through demonic deception, and may be willing to cooperate with them, either voluntarily or as a result of clever manipulation. An even more interesting test occurred naturally during the visit to the Abyss, when the commander was not only coerced into cooperating with Demon Lord Nocticula, but also chose to accept her profane gift. You had no right to test me at all. Judge me by my deeds, not some artificial test. Deeds are not everything. Watching the reaction of an unprepared subject reveals much about their true nature. Enough! Paralector Aminos Renf raises his hand, calling for silence. He and the other Paralectors exchange glances, then they nod in turn. We have seen and heard enough. The verdict is clear. What we have learned is sufficient to conclude that the commander of the Fifth Crusade is no less a menace to the world than the World Wound. His power is of a dangerous nature. While his decisions border on recklessness and deliberate treason, the Hell Knights will not allow this disaster to continue. This is an official declaration of war. Extreme measures are the best measures. Yeager salutes you and reaches for his weapon. I see no other way to resolve this issue, so let there be war. shouldn't have taken off that stupid. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. That and breathe. And now they run. Oh, no, some of them aren't running. Guess I'll do another swift display. This is a horrible slaughter. Crits all around. Oh. We're actually taking some damage, so mass heal.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Uh-oh. This is looking bad now. There it is. Alright, we're back in business.
This will leave a bruise.
Breath of life on you. That's terrible. Absolutely awful. And Regil is dead. Yup. There's gotta be a better way to resolve this. Oh, loot buds.
The fatigue befalls even the best.
Okay. Save. It was the only way, the Hell Knight way. Quiet you. While he's still in my party, that means the fight didn't start. So I want to see if I can save him. Like if I pass that check, can I avoid him just going out and killing me? First things first. Flip the item that actually helps his persuasion. Can we win without resort? Can we do this peacefully?
All this waiting bores me.
Let's see.
Decide already.
No one stands in my way.
Let's go. Which of these abilities can give my skills? Luck and Resolve help skills, right? +2 on saving throws against fear effects. And that's only saving throws. Nope. None of that helps skills. Eagle Splendor. I mean, if I had it. Yeah, no, I don't have anything that really helps skill checks except for prayer.
Rely on me.
That's not good. Ain't nothing I can rely on you for. Alright. If only I was to try to intimidate them. Although I don't think you can intimidate a Hell Knight. Alright. Let's see. We're going to put you on trial. In a way, we have a problem requiring a solution. We shall solve it one way or another. The Order needs to know whether or not you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. Fine, let's get this over with. Now, what's my odds now? 42. I need a 7 or higher. Just want to see if I can save him. It fails anyway! Oh, come on! Why? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What did I get? A 3. There were 20 numbers I could have gotten. Come on. Why do you care what shape my power takes? It's mine alone, and that's that. Reginald, no attention to the words. Keeps going. I told you it's the only way this could end. No, it can't be. They had no right to test me at all. That is irrelevant. The end justifies the means. God damn it. Ugh.
Let's have some fun.
No. Come on. This can't be. Come on, man. We gotta be able to save Reg. Because there's no way he's gonna be able to kill me. This crypt bill is actually very, very effective in killing. I just needed a 7. Come on. Try this again. Any spell that helps with skill checks.
This waiting bores me.
Just get a damn 7. Come on. Okay, I'm trying this again. 7. Oh my. 4. Okay. Oh man, there's no way to save him.
Let's have some fun.
Come on. Alright, you know what? Comedy comes in threes. I'm gonna try this one last time. If the game wants him dead this freaking badly, screw it. Whatever happens in the rest of the game will happen without Regil. Damn. I know what you said, but I'm being stubborn. I want him to live.
Rules are made to be broken.
Let's see here. Is there anything else Silver tongue amulets, yeah. What else? One of these improves charisma, right? Okay. Come on. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. This time I have a 45 on this, so if the game tries to give me a 4 this time, I'll still make it. Okay. 16, of course. So I neither cooperate with nor obey her. It would be proper to present at least one piece of evidence confirming the cooperation between the commander and Vorlesh, the criminal. So far, your accusation has not been supported by any proof. Right. Okay. Let us continue. Aside from the source of the power, there is also the matter of its application. Oh, okay. Still that. Whatever my power is, I only use it to oppose the world wound. There's no attention, but maybe somebody else is. And scrutinize temperament and whatnot. Okay. They can judge me by my deeds, and that's an artificial test. Enough. I've seen her enough. The verdict is clear. It is. Ah, god damn it. We have learned is sufficient to continue. Damn it, no. Extreme measures are the best measures.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
There's no peaceful resolution. No, he's gonna die. Well, I'm just gonna load the save where I already killed them all. Okay. Well, I'm just letting that death stick then. Goodbye, Regil. Probably shouldn't go for his neck. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do. We're going to end it there. Stream's over. Be back. We'll be back later. Either playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, if anything. Take it on the bright side, at least now you have proof you can eventually kill Socio. You know what? That does cheer me up. Thank you. Thank you very much, Trocius. That does give me hope for the future. Alright. Well, thanks everybody who stopped by in Wrath of the Righteous. I'll be back on later with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and then after that, like, more Pathfinder on Monday. I'll see you all then, and until then, take care.